My name is Joanne Roll. I'm the Dean of the School of Business at Medgar Evers College, and today I'm at the Equity Summit. This is the last question that I will be asked, and that question is related to inclusion. And so, what they will be asking us to talk about is what challenges are students facing during the pandemic? What are we learning? What can we do? And how do we move forward to support teachers, students, and families? What will quality education look like from these countries? And the question is posed to countries all over, especially the developing countries. And so, my perspective, and it will be brief, is to talk about what we know. And I'm going to first start talking about the U.S., although I think for the target markets I serve, the underserved, you could say any developing country will be facing those same issues. The wealth gap in the U.S. is greater now than it was in during the civil rights. That's a fact. That data you can find. The inequities are fueled by a lack of investment, home ownership, income equity, and lack of entrepreneurial pursuits. The richest men, and they are men, in the world were not at the top of the wealth charts 30 years ago. They are investors, entrepreneurs, and innovators. The playing field has never been equal. So when you start at the higher decision, where from unemployment to employment, the underserved candidate is already behind. We are starting a pilot with Mosaic in New York that starts with sharing expertise, networks, and experience with a broad group of students, then select those to continue with the internship, mentorship, and higher process. Honestly, colleagues, if we continue to use the same old processes and procedures, we will continue to have poor outcomes in both recruitment and, more importantly, in retention for the long term careers of our students and those we serve. It is an expensive process to onboard new hires, but the revolving door is even more expensive in more ways than one, as we are trying to develop the next diverse leaders talent pool. To have them go in and out of the door is counterproductive. My take is we must get more creative with our solutions. We have to see through multiple prisms. We can't be satisfied with the few that will make it on their own. We have to have we have to carry more to the success finish line. I say this to many of the recruiters. Anybody will take my top 1% or even down to my top 5%. But it's that good average student who will work harder, who has a family to take care of, parents to take care of, and that needs a break. So it's not just the GPA, and I'm not saying the GPA doesn't have its place, it does. But I will tell you this. When we ran those boot camps to determine which students would have the opportunity to travel around the world, we did not look at GPA. We measured their commitment and passion to go above and beyond a graded experience. Could they sit through a week of intense study with their peers and come out on the other side pitching a business or innovation? Of the students that participated in our program, there was a 100% college graduation rate. About half went to graduate school, and 20% continue to operate their businesses either part or full time. The underserved student does not have the luxury or the gift of complacency. They are hustlers by nature. They will survive. So if we change how we assess the problem, we can change the transformative process for new and better outcomes and leverage more of our diverse talent pool around the world.